trap house. Here we go, Landlord from Alabama, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. How y'all feeling this morning, man? We in the building. Now, that was a tough week. It made me sad. It made me sad not to have Cowboy football. You know, we try to be positive and say, you know, we can deal with it. We know our team need a break. We understand all of those good things. But man, don't a Sunday suck without Cowboy football, y'all? Good grief. The NFL is not the same without the mighty Cowboys. I don't care what nobody say. It's not good for the haters or the people like us who enjoy the team, you know what I'm saying, who love the team dearly. It's not good for neither one of us because they don't got nowhere to go hate. They don't have anybody to hate on. And we don't have anybody to cheer for. That's a tough deal for the NFL. But it is finally over. So we ain't got to worry about that no more. We can crank up and get to the real NFL, the Dallas Cowboys football. You understand? We back. And now we got to talk about the pack. We finna turn this Green Bay into a pack. You know what I'm saying? We finna get that pack out the Packers. You know what I'm saying? They finna get packed up and moved on with this L. You understand? We finna get the Packers to get packed up by Tony Hollard. You understand? He gonna pack them up and take them straight to this L. You understand? We finna turn them packs into a pack. That's how we get down. You understand? We in here. Yeah. I know it's super early in the week. We ain't got no game to talk about last week, but we gonna get a head start on the Green Bay Packers. You understand? And if y'all, you know what I'm saying, if you're not a buffoon, if you're a little smart, well, if you had a little free time on your hands, you did like Mr. Landlord and watched that game they did against Detroit. You understand? I hope you did that. And man, you cannot deny that Detroit got some offense. And then that boy Swift looked nice too. Just being real. But Detroit gave it to him. And like, one thing I did notice, man, do not take the bait. The Packers are still a good team. You know what I'm saying? They still a good team. Do not take the bait. They just playing. They getting some bad calls. They you know what I'm saying? They fumbling the bag left and right. But if you would have watched that game, it is very strange. It's mighty strange. I have my suspicions. It was pretty strange as to how they lost it. You understand? It didn't make no sense at the end of the day because them boys, they gave up. They fumbled the bag on like 4 touchdowns. So make no mistake about it. This team is not sorry. I believe this team is way better than what? They 3-6. They better than a 3-6 team. You know, you are who your record says you are, but, you know, I just don't look at them like that. They still have Aaron Rodgers, the supposedly bad man, but he does play good against the Cowboys. Shout out to Mr. Deacon Charles. Shout out to Ultra Cowboy Christian. Shout out to Lord King. Shout out to Jameson Taylor. Shout out to everybody in the building this morning. We in here. But, you know, I'm not saying that we're not going to beat the stuffing out of the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they pack with, we're going to beat it out of them. We ain't saying that's not the case. But we are saying that, make no mistake about it, I still seen Aaron Rodgers making some of those incredible throws, doing some of the same things that he been doing. But they was fumbling the bag late. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't closing the deal. I seen him still being mobile, still making all the right plays and the right throws. He still is very, very capable. But the one thing that's holding them back that I see is those boys ain't got no receivers over there, y'all, and we got a defense. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough sledding for them young mans. You understand? It's going to be tough sledding. They have no receivers. Lazard? That boy is a lizard. The lizard over there, you understand? We ain't worried about him at all. He got a little size on him. He can play decently, but he is definitely not a threat for somebody like Mr. Trayvon Diggs, like Officer Diggs. You understand? You right, Mr. Digger. They are done. But you know how my slogan is. Do not not underestimate your opponent now. We are going to beat the stuffing out of them. There's no doubt about that. But I want my boys to come in there and play them like they the Super Bowl Packers. I want them to beat the stuffing out of them. So if they want to surprise us and play well, we still beat them. Now, if they still fall by the wayside, they still sorry, we going to really beat the crap out of them. That's how I want to approach this game. Because, we got to get this win for Big Mike, y'all. Shout out to Big Mike. We got to get this win for Big Mike now. This a Big Mike game. I feel like this is a huge game for Mr. Mike McCarthy. He want to prove a point. You understand? He want them to know that they are foolish. They are buffoons for letting him go. You understand? We got to go in there and rep for Big Mike. And I believe, contrary to popular belief, I believe this team is riding for Big Mike. You understand? I feel like they are behind Big Mike. You know what I'm saying? I think he's that kind of coach. I feel like this team has no problem repping for their coach, going down there to Lambeau Field and beating the stuffing out of the Green Bay Packers. I feel very confident about that. And like I said, if you would have watched that game, they are still capable on offense. They got a pretty decent defense. I'm not trying to be biased here. I do want to put the truth out there. I feel like we can beat the stuffing out of them, but make no mistake about it, Aaron Rodgers still making amazing throws. They defense still pretty solid, but I feel like they are very much so overmatched because we have a solid secondary. Everybody is getting healthy. We coming right back. You know what I'm saying? We coming right back with it. You feel me? Like everybody coming back healthy off of the bye week. So I feel very confident. I feel very, very like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we straight. I feel good about this matchup coming in week 10? Week 9, 10? I forgot. Our bye week was 9. We week 10. Shout out to Devil Dog. You understand? We in the building. He says we cannot consider any team done. Facts. Everyone plays their best against us. Big facts. I just said that. Like, y'all got to think. Even for a terrible team, the Cowboys is like they Super Bowl. Like, it is. It just is. If you want to turn your subs up, if you want to turn your, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get your followers up and all that, you want to raise your brand, you play well against the Cowboys. You understand? You play well against the Cowboys. So that's how I feel. So I don't think we got the luxury to take nobody lightly, especially with us being behind in the division. We can't play. You know what I'm saying? Philly winning, so we gotta keep winning. We gotta stand pat. We gotta come with it. We gotta stay full. You understand? So we can't play around. We gotta go hard at them now. So, and like I said, man, I don't like to keep talking about Philly, man, but I swear I just don't see them as that big of a threat. You know what I'm saying? Sadiqa, what you talking about, SMA? What you mean? I just don't see the Eagles as a big threat like that. But I do want to say, you know what I'm saying, we can't be playing around. We gotta go whoop they tail. That's what I want to do. So, you know what I'm saying, you never underestimate your opponent. So when you do play somebody that might be playing a little above what they usually play, you whoop their tail. You know what I'm saying? You whoop their tail. You never get caught slipping with a mindset like that. So that's how I want to go into every single game, not just this game. I want to go into every game like, hey, if you're ready, you better get ready because I'm finna smack you. I'm finna whoop that tail. You understand? So, one thing I did, like I said, when I watched that Detroit game, they were still moving the ball. We know Detroit defense is terrible. So, let's just say that their defense is horrible. So, they was moving the ball. They gave up the ball. If they wouldn't have turned the ball over them 3 times in the red zone, that would have been a blowout. So that's one thing to consider. That would have been a blowout if they gave away the ball 3 times in the red zone. So Aaron Rodgers was still making plays. He's still looking mobile. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't sleeping on him. You know what I'm saying? He done beat us so many times that I don't think we got the luxury to take him lightly. That's just my opinion. I want to beat the stuffing out of this boy. I want to beat the wheels off the Packers. I don't want to come playing. So that was my little talk about the Packers. I know they've been playing bad, but, this the NFL. Everything changed from week to week. Yeah, speaking of the NFL, do you think the Buffalo Bills thought the Jets was a threat? Even though the Jets been playing pretty good, but we still, most fans, most people still look at them like they the Jets. You know what I'm saying? They just say, oh, that's just the Jets. Huh. They ain't talking about that. And what happened to the Bills? They went in there and took an L. You can't play with these teams, man. This the NFL. It's any given Sunday for real. So I'm not saying I'm scared of the Packers. I'm just saying, hey, go in there and play them like they 2016 Super Bowl contenders and beat the stuffing out of them. And if they don't live up to that, we gonna really kill them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to operate. I want to kill every ant with a sledgehammer. That's my mindset. You understand? I don't want to kill them with raid. I want to kill them with a sledgehammer. I want to beat the wheels off on them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh, Miss Sadiqa says, shaking my head at the pigeons. Yeah, they are the pigeons because, you know, they filthy. That's the characteristics of a pigeon. They are terrible. They are bottom-feeding birds. You understand? She says they will finish. I feel we will finish 11-6. I'm telling y'all, bro. Let's go look at this right quick. I hate to keep that. Look. One thing you got to give them respect for. They are at the top of the division, so a lot of these conversations, they are going to be involved. So let's look at this. They schedule, now that we seeing a lot of these games play out, they schedule don't look as easy in my opinion no more. I think they going to catch a couple of L's going down the stretch. They just got lucky with the coach getting fired, but they play the Commanders. You know, they probably win that. They got that at home. They got to go to the Colts. We just said they lost their coach. They probably win that one. But they got to play Green Bay. I don't look at Green Bay as an easy dub for nobody. I don't care what they record say. They still a capable team. Then, after that, now look at that. They got to play the Titans. Y'all think that's an easy dub? I see the Eagles fans talking about they going 17-0. Do y'all think the Titans is an easy dub for the Eagles? Especially if they get Tannehill back if y'all just seen that game they played against the Chiefs last night. Man, I said this before the announcer said, I swear I was on the phone with my homeboy. He's a big fake Patrick Mahomes fan because he was not a fan of the Chiefs. He was a fan of Patrick Mahomes. So, you know, I ain't going to give him the credit of being a Chiefs fan. He's a Patrick Mahomes fan. So, I was on the phone with him, and I said this. I said, man, I ain't going to lie. The Titans remind me of the AFC version of the San Francisco 49ers. And as soon as I said that, the announcer said the same thing. You said the Eagles will finish 11-6, Miss Charles. I don't know. But look, I said them boys remind me of the AFC version of the San Francisco 49ers. And the Eagles up here thinking that they finna go 17-0. I hear them saying this. Like, I hear they content creators talking with their chest out, you know, thinking they buff and tough, saying they finna go 17-0. But listen to these games. Let me know if this sound like easy dubs, like you could just check them off. Because I don't think they're highly of the Eagles. I think they're a solid team, but I don't think they're incredible by any stretch of the imagination. So look at this. They play the Commanders. We know the Commanders ain't that great, but you know, that's a division game. You can really mess around and lose that game. Okay, you got the Commanders, you got the Colts. You probably pull out the Colts, but you got to play the Packers. You are in Philadelphia, though. Then after the Packers game, you got to play the Titans at home again, but you got to play the Titans. That ain't no easy game. I'm telling you, that's not easy. Then you got to play the Giants in New York. The Giants been playing ball, y'all. That's not an easy dub no more. The Giants ain't a team that you can just check mark as a dub no more. I'm telling you. So they got to play the Giants again. And then now look at how good the Bears been playing. They play the Bears after the Giants. Do y'all think that's just an automatic dub? Like, I just don't know. They probably could beat the Bears, but you can't just sleep on them. You know what I'm saying? Lord King said, do Philly still have sense to play? Because Mixon is unreal in fantasy points. Nah, they don't play Philly. You know, we got the division winner schedule, not those guys, because they was terrible last year. So they don't have to play teams like that. But look at this though. Tell me this stretch. What do y'all, let's do this exercise. Out of these, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of the Eagles' last 7 games, they play the Packers, the Titans, New York Giants, Bears, Cowboys, you know that's a big L right there. That's an L off the man. I bet any kind of money to any content creator. Let them know Landlord said this. We can bet whatever they want to do. That's a L when they play the Cowboys. So they got to play the Cowboys and they got to play the Saints and then they play the Giants. So they play the Giants twice. Out of them 7 games, what y'all think they gonna go? You say 14-3, Ultra Cowboy. You a lot higher than them on me than I am. I tell you that much. But okay, they got out of the Packers, Titans, Bears, Giants twice, and the Cowboys and Saints. Man, that ain't just no gimme games. Them ain't no gimme games. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. They gonna lose a couple of them games going down the stretch. Now it's possible that they can get better than we seeing them right now because I am kind of projecting them to play like they playing now. But if they go backwards, if they stumble a couple of games, it's gonna be curtains for them boys. They might lose about 2 or 3 of them games, maybe 4 of them games down the stretch. Know what I'm saying? Like they might start like tumbling down the stretch. Like that might not be a good look for them going into the playoffs. So I'm telling you now, keep your eye on that. And the Cowboys right there on their throat. We can be coming right behind them like Jason. You know what I'm saying? Just pacing. We ain't got to run when you're Jason. You know, he can catch anybody just walking. We'll be right there behind them. And, you know, when our time comes, we're going to put that chokehold on them and take over. You understand? That's how we're going to do. We're going to put that chokehold on them and take over. You understand? But I ain't mean to go on no whole rant about the Eagles. I didn't. But like I said, give them a respect because they are at the top of the food chain currently, and that's what we shooting at. So they will come up in discussion. Make no mistake about it. But I'm not too worried about them boys, you understand? When we play them, it's going to be curtains. You understand? But let's get back on this. Big Mike goes to Lambeau. Man, look, if this team ran for Big Mike, you gonna see a motivated Cowboy team coming up into Lambeau Field. You understand? You gonna see a motivated team coming up into Lambeau Field, and you know this Dak versus A-Rod. Know what I'm saying? I know A-Rod ain't been the Bulletin Board guy last week or this year actually, but it's still a big matchup, man. Any given Sunday. So I can't wait. I'm very excited about this game right here because no matter how the Packers are playing, we've struggled against them. So I want to beat the wheels off these boys and show everybody that, hey, we ain't playing around this year. We on a whole nother vibe this year. Yeah, man. So that dude be beating us, Tavis Banks. I ain't gonna never say he own us, but he beat us a lot. So I want to beat the stuffing out on him. You know, I think they said we ain't beat them since Dak was like a rookie. Yeah, Devil Dog, Justin Fields lit it up yesterday. And that's what I'm saying. They got to play the Eagles. The Eagles play them. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles going to play them. So think about how the way the Bears play and the way the Eagles play. That game can go either way when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they both play a real slow, methodical type pace. Like that game can go either way. Real talk. If the Bears can muster up some defense now. That's if the Bears can muster up some defense. Because if they can't muster up no defense, Philly might just run all over them, though. But, good grief. Shout out to Big Reg, man, with the $19.99 super chat. Appreciate your services, sir. He says, and I quote, "Show you right, Landlord, but Big Mike wants to win more than any Cowboy fan." You right about that. I'm telling you, Big Mike ain't playing with them boys now. He ain't playing. I'm telling you. Them boys, I did a little joke on Big Mike last stream. I said that man was in there getting a massage and stuff. Like, hey, he was in. They said Big Mike was in there with a massage, y'all. He was getting a massage. You know, Green Bay ain't got no owners. I believe, don't the city own Green Bay Packers? I think the city own the team, so they don't have just a stand-in owner like we do. They just like community. They community funded. They went and GoFundMe the team. So, you know, Mike McCarthy and they're just chilling. You understand? They got a conglomerate of owners. So it's not just one person. So Mike McCarthy was in there maxing and relaxing, and I ain't like it, you understand? But you got to think, Mike McCarthy was very successful over there. It wasn't like he was just a, you know what I'm saying, a lightweight coach or something. That was a heavyweight over there. Mike McCarthy won 12 games like 5 years in a row or something, didn't it? Like, put some respect on Big Mike now. Like, they got mad at the way it started to end. But look, think about this. Here's your caveat. Tell me exactly what has Mike McCarthy done. I mean, not Mike McCarthy, but what has Aaron Rodgers done since Mike McCarthy left? All he did was the same stuff he was doing with Mike McCarthy there, minus a Super Bowl. So everybody try to give Aaron Rodgers all the credit. It looked like Aaron Rodgers might need Mike McCarthy. You understand me? It looked like Aaron Rodgers might need Big Mike. You understand? Don't let them haters tell you no different. You understand? They want to hate on Big Mike. They don't want to give him no type of support, no type of respect. But listen to this. Let me give Big Mike his flowers, man, because I don't think enough people do that. I don't think enough people give Big Mike his respect on these platforms, man, as far as the community go. Think about this. Go back to this world. It makes me sad when I think about it. It makes me sad. Think about this world. Y'all remember with Jason Garrett? Y'all know I ain't lying. When we had Jason Garrett, man, when I tell you, if one person was hurt, we were finna catch an L. If one person wasn't there, the full week, they probably couldn't even miss a practice. If one player was hurt on the Dallas Cowboys, just like all them years when it was just Sean Lee missing games, and we caught an L. Know what I'm saying? We caught an L. Every single time we had one person out, it was almost a guaranteed L. And you know, everybody blame that on Dak. Oh, everything got to be perfect for Dak Prescott. He got to have this. He got to have that. He got to have this. He got to have that. Nobody put that on Jason Garrett. That's where the blame's supposed to went. Because, look, ask you this question. When has the Dallas Cowboys had this amount of depth that we got right now? When? Somebody put it in the chat. When has we had this amount of depth you see on this Dallas Cowboy team right now today? We got depth everywhere. You understand? Make no mistake about it. Put some respect on Big Mike's name, man. And I wasn't even too fond of the hire. But I feel like he's done enough to garner some respect. That's just my opinion. Put some respect on Big Mike's name, man. That boy done did some things out here, y'all. You understand? Yo. Tell me when the last time we had some depth like this before Big Mike. It's not a time. It never was a time. You understand? Put some respect on that man's name, man. He been pretty good. Now, you can blame him for like missing little calls and stuff. You know, he do some little quirky things, but no coach is perfect now. But I feel like Big Mike deserves a lot more respect than he has been getting from the nation now. Give that man some respect, y'all. Like, we would not be in this position if we still had Jason Garrett. I tell you that right now. If Tyron Smith would have missed one game with Jason Garrett, it would have been over. We would have probably went 8-8. Y'all know I ain't lying. If Tyron Smith would have missed one game with Jason Garrett, bro, we was almost guaranteed 8-8. You understand? Shout out to Texas Breed. Y'all got me lit this morning now. Hey, don't make no mistake about it. I'm lit this morning. Cause I feel like Big Mike been getting played in the media and in the nation, man. Y'all think that man a joke, and we been doing nothing but good things since we had Big Mike. Now, we laid an egg last year against San Francisco, but, man, hey, give that man some respect. Shout out to Texas Breed. Shout out to Roberto. Forgive me. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Cowboy Brian in the field. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate all the love and support I get, man. All I ask is a like and a share or something. You understand? From time to time. You understand? Shout out to Starboy Entertainment. I ain't see you. Shout out to you. But yeah, man. Yeah, Tavis, you know I ain't lying. You know I ain't sitting up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If one player on our team would have missed a practice, we would have got an L that day. Just like that game, when that was, we played the Jets. We caught an L. It was one person missing. We caught an L messing around with Jason Garrett. Big Mike don't do stuff like that. Man, think about that, y'all. Y'all got to get this man some respect, y'all. Big Mike don't do stuff like that. Big Mike came in here and changed their culture, bro. Real talk. We don't even play around as much. Big Mike keeps stuff close to the vest. Him and Jerry be battling. He challenged Jerry to a duel. He challenged Jerry to a duel every offseason now. Because he be wanting Jerry to hush, but Jerry telling everything. You know, Jerry gonna tell it. He like 6'9". Like, Jerry gonna tell it all. And Big Mike sitting up there like, hey, man, be quiet. They like, what's the plan, Big Mike? He like, hey, I don't know. He ain't telling you nothing. I love it. And like I said, this the last thing I'm going to say about Big Mike, because y'all got me hyped, man. Y'all, that man deserves some credit. I feel like the way I just presented them facts to y'all, I feel like most people should agree with me. Big Mike understands. I mean, Big Mike does deserve some respect, y'all. But like I said, I got these the ways I rationalize myself when we hire a coach. This how I rationalize it. When we hire Jason Garrett, the way I cope with it, I said, man, he went to Princeton. Didn't he go to Princeton? Oh, yeah, one of them prestigious schools. So I'm like, he went to Princeton or whatever, so he must be smart. He must be a smart guy. So hopefully he can be the smartest guy when it comes to time for comeback. Maybe he can be the smartest guy and outsmart a lot of people. Dang, my screen done messed up. Dang, I don't know. Y'all still here with me or what? The screen just blinked. Now it didn't reset the time and everything. But I don't know. But yeah, man. That's how I rationalized it. I looked at it like Mike McCarthy is a football dude, and that's exactly what you need in Dallas. You need a dude like that. You need somebody who finna be able to block out all the distractions from the Joneses, from the media, from the hype, from everything, and just focus on football. And I believe Big Mike has done a great job at that, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Big Mike, man. Give him his proper respect. I feel like that's fair. Big Mike has done his job. You know what I'm saying? Now, the next step is to win in the playoffs. That's a daunting task that many coaches that came through here ain't been able to do. But I feel like Big Mike has positioned himself to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, give that man the proper respect. Shout out to everybody in here. Somebody say something on the comments to let me know we back. Cause I know the screen blinked. Okay, I got a comment. Mr. Delva Dog, he says, and I quote, brother, I was just an enlisted Marine, but I worked with plenty of officers who went to the Ivy League schools, and I can tell you that they're no smarter than me and you. Yeah, I said that's how I rationalized it to myself. That's not saying it was true, you know what I'm saying? But that was the way I could deal with it. Because, like I said in my previous screen, I don't like the fact that you gave a dude that just walked clean out of DMV and got his license a Ferrari. That's what they done when it came to Jason Garrett. They gave an inexperienced driver a Ferrari. They said, here go the keys, sir. I believe in you. But when you got a team that's capable like us, in my opinion, I don't want to experiment. Give me an experienced driver. That's what we need. We don't have time to play. We too capable to be playing around. We need somebody that's finna step in that and be like, let me get that thing. Let me show you. Let me show you why I'm already.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
Let me show you why I'm surgical with it. You understand? Let me show you why we surgical with it already. Shout out to Gina Chase. Shout out to you. She says, hello, landlord. I hope all is well. Let's go, Cowboys. Yes, indeed, ma'am. Let's go. We in here. Everything is marvelous today. Everything is wonderful today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. But yeah, man. Now let's talk a little about the NFL now. Like I said, the Bears been playing football, y'all. Like that win don't look too bad. They was this close to being the Dolphins. They played them very well. You know what I'm saying? They played them very well. It was what the score was like 35-32. Them boys played two of them well, and we know how explosive two of them is. And the Bears don't have that great of a defense, but that boy Justin Fields, he broke the single game rushing record. He broke Michael Vick record, if I'm not mistaken. He broke the single game rushing record. he did that on the Miami Dolphins. And I'm telling you right now, them boys is not that sorry. They got a decent little offense. Now, I told you, they took my respect back. I don't know about shout out Larry Lynch. Shout out to you, sir. Said, let's rock with Big Mike. Yeah. Now, then, another thing, I know I keep jumping, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all bring up some good stuff, and it made me go on a little soliloquy now. But when you say that, shout out to Big Mike, but like, we got another thing we got to give him credit for. Look at the coaching staff he put together. Now, he fired his homeboy. You know what I'm saying? He had the balls to fire his homeboy, and we needed that. He got rid of his own homeboy. So we needed him to get up out of here now because he was horrible. He was terrible. What is Mike Nolan? He was horrible. So Mike McCarthy had the balls to fire his homeboy, and then look what he did after that. Look at the Al Harris. Look at the Aiden Dirty. Like, I love both of them guys on the defense. Al Harris don't get enough credit. This is a coaching staff that Big Mike has put together. The only person that stayed around after Jason Garrett was Kellen Moore. So everybody else is Big Mike's. They got his imprint on it. So you got to give him respect for that too. Respect for the coaching staff that he done put together. Know what I'm saying? He bringing in a lot of people, man. You got to give him respect. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about what we got with Mike McCarthy at the helm, man. I think he can do a lot of good things for this team. I really do. I think we can go deep in the playoffs, especially with my Dak Prescott back. I really feel good about our chances, man. I think we can do a lot of stuff. I really do. Shout out to y'all. I think we can do a lot of stuff, man. We just got to stay the course. We need a little luck, being healthy, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We can stay healthy. We'll be good. Somebody let me know something in the chat because I don't know if my screen messing up or what. But the chat been a little stagnant. So give me a 1 and let me know y'all still rocking. But y'all know how we do it up in the trap. Yeah. Okay, Lord King. He said we in here. Yeah. Y'all know how we do it up in the trap. But yeah, man, I'm really, Mike McCarthy won my respect. He didn't have it at first. I'm going to be honest with you. He didn't have it at first because I wasn't fond of, I wasn't really fond of the hire. I really wanted a new start. I wanted us to try somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to sit up here and cap to y'all. I kind of wanted to see us go to somebody like, you know what I'm saying, a new college coach or something. I might have wanted to see what Lincoln Riley would have been able to do. Somebody like that. Somebody said, Drew from Alabama, you on, bro. Oh, that's I know that ain't my boy Drew. The Eagle fan. I don't know. Is that you, Drew? Is that the Eagle fan, Drew? Oh, he said the chat keep disappearing. That's what's going on. Cause like I don't see all my viewers that went down. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if it's my internet or I don't know what's going on. Give me 1 second. See, it's showing me one thing on here, then it's saying something else on here. Okay, it's pumping back up now. I don't know, man. YouTube hating on the real one. They know we up in the trap. YouTube don't want us to prosper in the trap now. They think we doing some nefarious things over here in the trap. And they don't want to see us win. But like I said, y'all gotta help me beat the algorithm up. You understand? They want to hate on the trap house. I guess they think we nefarious over here. So long as you hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Hit that share button. We're gonna beat the algorithm and all of the haters. You understand? We're gonna beat them down to the get down. We're gonna beat them to death, y'all. But yeah, man, what kind of questions y'all want to ask? Let me see. Drew from Alabama. That is just hurt my heart to hear my name associated with the Eagles. Oh, okay. My bad, bro. I thought you was my aliases be kind of crazy. Shout out to Kerry Payne. He said, I mess with you. Keep bringing that fire, sir. I appreciate you, man. I'm trying to do this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? This is just my first year in YouTube. I think I did fairly well. I think I made a decent little imprint, and I'm trying to crank it on up. You understand? with y'all help and the help of the moderators, we gonna grow this thing on out. We gonna have this trap jumping, and we gonna have this line around the corner, you understand? Shout out to Ready Red in the building, you understand? We in here. Shout out to Hector Colin, we in here. What he say? Hold on. You spin straight facts and it's messing up the internet connection. Hey, facts. Big facts. They don't want the truth to get out there, you know. You know, they trying to silence us, you know. It's a silence campaign going on around here. You know what I'm saying? Say we love the content. I appreciate you, Lord King. I appreciate it, man. Y'all know I'm trying to kick it in the next gear. I'm trying to give it to y'all too, man. I'm trying to give it to y'all. Like I said, all I ask is y'all support, man. We gonna get this thing to the promised land. We gonna crank this page up, and we gonna coach these Cowboys to a Super Bowl too. You understand? We gonna coach them up to a Super Bowl, y'all. And now we got time to talk about Mr. OBJ. Let's get him, man. Bro, I'm telling y'all, if we get OBJ, I'm telling y'all. If we don't get a Super Bowl, we going to get a super deep run in the playoffs, and I feel like we can win the Super Bowl. I just don't want to guarantee y'all a Super Bowl, but I feel like, look, this what it is. People be wanting to they always want a negative spin on everything that happened. So if the Cowboys get OBJ, that's an indictment on CeeDee Lamb. That's what they want to say. They want to say, we ain't got the weapons, they ain't got this. But think about this. Why can't it just be we want to increase our chances? You know what I'm saying? We might believe in what we got, but just imagine if we enhance our chances, if we put a surplus of talent out there and act a goddamn fool, you understand? Act a fool. When you be a fool, if you win, increase your chances? Think about that. Look, if they told you if you buy 10 more lottery tickets and it'll increase your chances by 30%, 40%, wouldn't you do it? You know what I'm saying? It's only common sense. Do things that help you out. Do things that increases your chances to win. I feel like that's a fairly normal thing to do if you're not a buffoon. You know what I'm saying? Now, what OBJ would demand in his market is something else. Now, you know, the only thing that's got me a cause for concern is sitting back knowing that Steven and Jerry and them ain't the biggest, you know, they ain't finna throw too much money. You know what I'm saying? That's the sad part about it. We ain't too sure if they gonna throw no money at them. So, you know what I'm saying? If it become a bidding war, what's happening, Big Flock in the building? But if it become a bidding war, I'm not too sure how that's gonna turn out. I don't know if that's gonna turn out in our favor. Kerry Payne said, Landlord, you need to network with more cause lots of people are missing your content. Man, I try to. I don't know if people be want to rock with your boy, man. So I'm going to try to extend that olive branch a little more, you know, and try to get out there more. Shout out to Nick with 2 C's, man. How y'all doing? Make sure y'all like and share the content when y'all walk up in the building, man. I really appreciate it, you know. I don't like to hound my people for likes or shares and that like that, man. But I do want to try to help grow this channel out. So please like the content for your boy, man. It goes a long way. But yeah, Kerry Payne, I'm gonna try to get out there a little more. I done did a few little, you know what I'm saying, a few little things with a few people. Like, you know, I got shows with West Coast Cowboy, you know, it be on YouTube. It don't be on my channel. That's what be messing it up. I got to figure out how to stream on my channel and their channel. But then I did a show with Boss Cowboy. We got some stuff we were trying to work on too. And I did something with an Eagles content creator. You know, I'm open. I want to work with everybody that want to work with me. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can build and do better in the future. So, you know, like I said, with y'all support, that's gonna make me get on their radar too. They gonna be like, we can't deny it no more. You know what I'm saying? We wanna make it to the point where it can't be denied. You know what I'm saying? They can ignore the old landlord now with his little 2,600 subs. They can just ignore me now. You know what I'm saying? But when we build this thing on up, I'm gonna be a force to be reckoned with. You understand? They ain't gonna be able to just shoo away Mr. Landlord no more. You understand? That's how we gonna do it. You understand? We get this thing on up here. We got a voice too. You understand? You already know what I say.
Them closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and don't nobody want to hear it, but it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
The South got something to say, you understand? So they gonna have to hear it too. But let's get it. Let me see what the chat talking about. Say Jerry and Steven like to do multiple year contracts. Now that's one thing that's playing in our favor. Now they said OBJ trying to settle down. He tired of living that kind of lifestyle now. That boy said he ready to settle down. He tired of living the rock star lifestyle. That's what Mr. OBJ said. He ready to settle down, you know, have a little picnic or two on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? He ready to settle down. Now look, it look like this chat is just disappearing. I don't know why you two want to hate on my progression. Shout out to Hoodlum Flock. Shout out to you, sir. Oh, he said Flacco. He said, I see him in the KC or Bills. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't hurt our feelings like that. We want OBJ. Screw those other guys. You know what I'm saying? Gina Chase said, I don't want the drama in the locker room with OBJ. Now, Gina Chase, look at this, though. OBJ ain't do no drama over there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do no drama with the Rams. All he did was help them win a Super Bowl. And you got to think, he was in L.A. If you in L.A. and you can keep your composure, you can keep your composure in Dallas. Now, we know he crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gina Chase, I don't know what's going on with the chat and stuff, man. They just hating on my progression today. I don't know what it is, but we going to rock out. We ain't going to let the haters win. Don't let the haters win, man. Make sure y'all like the content. Don't let the haters win. Shout out to Metris Adams in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to Max Payne in the building. Shout out to you too. But we ain't gonna let the haters win. We will not do that, y'all. We will not let those haters win. We won't. We won't stand for it. You understand? So we gonna push this content out there regardless of what they doing with the networks and stuff like that. We gonna still crank it up now. But y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, don't be them bougie sedated fans no more. I don't think we gotta. Look, we above that. We know we are the mighty Dallas Cowboys. Can't nobody take that away from us. We are America's team. We the best thing in the NFL that ever was and ever will be. We already know that. We are the NFL. The NFL needs us. And we are the most dominant force in sports in all of this. We know how the Cowboys get down. The NFL might go bankrupt without the Cowboys. You understand? So we know this. But let's not be, sleep on the fact that OBJ can help us get over the top. Know what I'm saying? I don't think we need to be all this bougie and prestige and stuff. We know who we are, and we know what OBJ is capable of. I think that's a good marriage without having to sell too much, without having to take away too many assets. What's happening, Sugar Daddy Williams? You already know it. You know where we at.
Trap.
You already know where we at. We in the trap house. Look, in the South, we don't say house. We say highs. You understand? We don't say trap house. We say trap highs. You understand? That's how we do it up in the South. You understand? But, yeah, man, I don't think we got to be our booze and stuff like that. Let's just run it. You understand? Go get OBJ. Put your pride to the side. Now, that's the hardest thing about it. Now, I'm kind of happy that Steven and Jerry at least admitting that they was wrong with the Amari Cooper trade. That's a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? They admitting that they need wide receiver help. They just went ahead and said they did it subtly because that's how they let us know that they was wrong. They let us know that they was wrong by saying, hey, we trying to get Brandon Cooks, but did not get him. Hey, we trying to get Jerry Jeudy, but did not get him. You know what I'm saying? That's how they easing into the fact that they was wrong. They don't want to just come out and say, hey, we wrong, y'all. They want to ease into it. So, at least that's a step in the right direction. I'm willing to deal with that. I'm willing to take it. I agree with it. I'm sorry. So, no, they sorry. They saying they sorry. So, we agree with that. We accept their apology because we want a championship this year, and it's possible. With the right moves, it's possible, y'all. I'm telling you, we can do it. The NFC is wide open. That's another reason. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I want this move to be done. The NFC is wide open. We don't want to play around. The time is now. Strike while the iron is hot, Mr. Jones. Mr. Joneses. All the Joneses. You understand? Those meddling Joneses, like I like to say. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to make sure they understand that the time is now. Like, think about this. This team right here is very capable of being a Super Bowl contender right now, today, November 7th, today. They are capable without OBJ. But if you put OBJ in that thing, we're going to be a fool with it now. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Don't do that, Tavis. Don't do that. Don't make me sad now. Don't make me sad now. I don't feel like crying mid-scream now. Don't take away our hope now. We can have a little hope and faith now. Don't do that. We can have a little hope and faith. What you miss, Choctaw? It ain't over just yet. We still in the trap. We got a few more minutes in the trap. We ain't gone yet, man. Shout out to Choctaw, Montana. Mr. Duel. Mr. We got Mr. Duel. I don't know what a bad influence said. We seen the team mom. She came through and did her thing. You know what I'm saying? But we got Choctaw in here, Mr. Duel. That might be your name. You was already messing with me. Look, let's talk about this real quick. Mr. Choctaw is the type of guy that wants to kick you while you're down. Now, he knew that my heart was heavy when the Alabama Crimson Tide lost that game against the LSU Tigers. This young man commented on my cowboy content. He ain't got nothing to do with college now. They just have to come and just, you know what I'm saying, kick him a young man while he down. Now, you know I was very, very sad at the moment. You don't do that now. Leave me alone. You and Eastside Harry, y'all come over here and say, nah, you ain't do what Eastside did, but you still mentioned it. You know it's a sensitive topic. You understand? You know it's a sensitive topic. That's that sad music, Miss Gina. That's that sad music. But he knew it was a sensitive topic, and he gonna come in here and talk about Alabama and LSU. Good grief, don't do me like that. My heart was heavy now. Don't do that. But you know, it is what it is, man. We got so many championships. We'll get another one. We'll get another one very soon. You know how we get down. We'll get another one very soon. Don't worry about it. We'll get another one soon. Don't worry about it. But back to them Cowboys, man. We got a few more minutes in this thing. Let's go ahead and get it. He said, nah, fam, I want it, Bama. I feel you, but it's a sensitive topic, you know. You know, we ain't used to losing over here like that, so it really hurts when we lose. It really, really hurt when we lose. What's happening, Jay Word in the building? He said, my God, lunch break grew. Hey, that's what's happening, man. We got a few more minutes in this thing, man. You understand? What the hell that sound was? Oh, that's me hearing some wires. I about to say, who in this house? About to grab the gat. I might have to let them know.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
Man, I thought I heard somebody creeping upstairs, but that was me. But he said, well, they go get OBJ. I'm with that. Go get OBJ. Go get OBJ for sure. I feel like we need him. I feel like he will add a big time weapon to this thing we got going on. I feel like with the help of OBJ, this offense could be unstoppable. I feel like this offense is already top tier. We just ain't seen it yet. But why not solidify it? Why not go ahead and make it just overkill? You know what I'm saying? Why not kill that ant with the sledgehammer? You understand? Oh, he said, Jay Worthy said he's coming, nation, don't worry about it. Mr. Jay Worthy must have got that call. He got that red phone in there now. Mr. Jay Worthy got that red phone now. You know all the important calls come through that red phone now. That boy Jay Worthy got that red phone in there. He already got the word. He said, don't worry about it. We got him. You understand? Let's get it. But Gina, hey, there go that red phone. You understand? Hey, that might be your name, Mr. Red Phone. He got that important the White House phone over there. Gina Chase said we need that one piece to unload on the NFC. To unload on the NFC, I believe. Let's go, OBJ. Absolutely, man. I'm telling y'all, if we get OBJ, that's going to put us over the top. That boy going to be unstoppable. Then what people failing to realize, they thinking that we need OBJ to be a superstar. No, sir. We just need OBJ to operate in that slot, and it's going to be curtains for these boys. It's going to be like this. Tata said, don't say I do those things. I'm just messing with you, man. But, yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, when we do that, it's going to be curtains for these boys because they going to see us and they going to say good grief for sure. Because I'm telling you, all we need OBJ to do is operate in the slot. We don't need him to be the superstar. We don't need him to take over the team. We just need him to contribute. And if that's all you asking of OBJ, I guarantee you it will be enough. You understand? I guarantee you he'll get that job done, y'all. He will. He'll get that job done with no problem. OBJ will get that done. Especially with Dak. Man, I'm telling y'all. You put OBJ in this offense with Dak Prescott, it's going to be on. I'm telling you. Look what Dak did for Randall Cobb in the slot. Now, put that times 10. You know what I'm saying? I think OBJ better than Randall Cobb, especially right now. Well, where OBJ is right now compared to what Randall Cobb was at the time. I believe OBJ better. And just imagine with Dak, with OBJ, I'm telling y'all right now, this offense will be unstoppable, and everybody will say, good grief, when they see us. I'm telling you, that's a promise. Don't let nobody tell you no different now. I'm telling you. You already know where we at. We in the trap house. And we got that thing jumping. You understand? And we about to get ready to ride this thing. Oh. But yeah, y'all already know, man. Thanks for coming through, pulling up, stopping by, rocking with Mr. Landlord from Alabama, Landlord Sports. You understand? Shout out to the mighty Dallas Cowboys, America's team, the best thing there was and there ever will be. Holla at your boy, hit that like button. Shout out to Steven Austin on the way out, man. Y'all, let's get it. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go. You already know.